And now, from the 505's most news-biting source of politicometainment, it's the New Mexican Inquisition with Kendra Jean Brand.
The New Mexican Inquisition. I am so excited that you are all here and watching this. We have a killer episode in store for you. We have amazing guests. We have the Desert Darling Bellydancers here tonight. That's right. We also have board president of the New Mexico March of Dimes, Harold Pope Jr. He's going to be marching on to this set. But first, some news. I don't know if you guys heard, but Albuquerque Public School District voters overwhelmingly rejected a 5% property tax increase. That's right. That tax increase would have helped fund our already struggling schools. Critics argue that the vote, being a mail-in ballot, created a disproportionately elderly voter turnout for that. That's right. If we want young people to vote on these kinds of measures, that ballot better show up at their work wearing light-up shoes and smoking an e-vape. That's what those are called, right? I'm hip. New Mexico Senator Cliff Purtle introduced Senate Bill 226 this week. If the bill passes, New Mexico would join Arizona and Hawaii in non-observance of daylight savings time. I can't tell if this would set us forward or back. Oh, cool. It's forward. It's good. It's good. Another bill was proposed to freeze any new fracking permits in order to study the environmental impact first. However, on the Senate floor Tuesday, Farmington Senator William Scherer said that New Mexicans should be thankful to oil and natural gas companies. Yeah, that's right. He said, if we get ourselves all worked up and try to limit our oil and gas production, it too will shut down our economy. It was really hard to hear that last part as Scherer was just drilling his face deeper into New Mexico Oil and Gas Association Executive Director Ryan Flynn's frack hole. Just getting it in there. It's Bill Frenzy, guys. Bill Frenzy. Woo! That's right. Another bill was proposed to legalize recreational marijuana. That's right. That bill was introduced to Santa Fe, and it will spend the next few days getting passed around the committees before being finally passed on the left-hand side to a statewide vote. Hey, committees, don't bogart the fire. Hey, viewers, any of you out there have a degree? Need a job? Well, good news. Clovis Municipal Schools have more than 50 openings. That's right. How's the pay, you ask? Crap. How are the hours? Abysmal. And you know what? It's no wonder that there's a teacher shortage out there. Their closest target is 110 miles away in Clovis. But, you know, if you're worried about taking that job, moving out to Clovis, or in Roswell, I just realized I said that. If you're worried about moving to Clovis, you're afraid of getting bored, don't worry, because you can just drive that 110 miles to Roswell every weekend. It'll be a blast out in Roswell. Lastly, Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham has ordered the majority of the National Guard troops deployed at New Mexico's southern border to withdraw. Officially making her better at pulling out than any of my boyfriends. All right, guys, please stick around. We have an amazing show. We have amazing guests and amazing viewers. Thank you.
Would you like to advertise your business on the New Mexican Inquisition? Well, just contact us on our website at NMINQ.com.
Welcome back to the New Mexican Inquisition. Woo! Ow! Fire, lightning, all of this stuff. I'm so excited to bring up your first guest of the night. He is the board president of New Mexico's March of Dimes. It is Harold Pope Jr.
How you doing?
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. How are you doing tonight?
Doing great. Great.
Yeah?
Doing great.
Enjoying life?
Yeah, trying to keep warm Saturday night. We don't know if we're in winter or starting spring yet.
It's
so.
getting windy out there.
Yes.
Which makes me concerned because then it reminds me that all of spring is wind. So as soon as we get out of the cold, we're immediately pushed into wind.
Yes.
Sucks.
And it's already started. My allergies are already starting up. So. Yes.
I feel for you.
Yeah.
So you're the board president of March of Dimes. What can you tell me briefly about what the March of Dimes is and what you do?
Okay. So the mission of March of Dimes, we have pretty much, it's a 80-year history. We're hitting our 80th anniversary.
Wow.
So thanks for letting me come on and talk about this. We originated from President FDR. He had polio, and he started a foundation to find a cure. They were able to find the cure from the foundation. Later on became March of Dimes, and then we moved on to a new mission of fighting birth defects. After that happened, we said, hey, let's expand this and look at premature births and look at pregnancies and look at moms. And now we've evolved even further to say, let's look at making sure that all moms are healthy and that we have strong babies. So that's really the mission. And how we do that is by taking money that we get. It is a nonprofit. We're not getting any federal money. Mm-hmm. We look at community engagement. We do research. We educate. We advocate at the state level and national level. And then we provide a lot of the research and, for example, like the neonatal intensive care units, the NICUs. We provide a lot of those, that information to the hospitals that people can use.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Yes. Tell me, if March of Dimes is 80, does that mean that March of Dimes is, should be retired on Medicare? Just going to keep working through?
It should be, and it's kind of what we talked about before, how there's been a transition from the nonprofit sense. But the issue is things have not been they've been getting better, but lately they've been getting worse. So I'll give you an example. The last 3 years, premature birth rates have actually been increasing across the nation. Here in this state of New Mexico, we had a premature birth rate of 10%, and now we're at a 10.3%. Seems minor, but that's still a lot. We should be
We
going
should
in a
always
downtrend.
be declining.
Correct.
Yeah,
and
as our science and our knowledge increases, we should be seeing decreases in this. Yeah.
And even in Bernalillo County, so we could look and say, well, maybe it's because in the rural areas and access to healthcare, but Bernalillo County had an increase from 10.1 to 10.6. So there are some issues that we're still, trying to deal with. And a lot of people know March of Dimes, but they're like, well, do we even need that anymore? But we do.
So in learning a little bit about March of Dimes, I found out that 75% of your funds raised go directly towards your research, which is practically unheard of in many nonprofits. So tell me, how do you guys manage to do that? How do you manage to funnel so much of what you take in directly to what you are supposed to be doing?
Well, we take a lot of pride in that. I'm glad you brought that up, because I know on social media there's a lot of this folklore, and I've seen memes go out there saying, don't give to March of Dimes, they only give 10% to the research, things like that, which is not true. That term in the name did not come from that. We take pride in 75% going to the research and going to the advocacy and going to the families. Of course, we do have to pay for our staff. We do pay, for the research. We do have one maternal health director for the whole state of New Mexico. But for example, most of the work being done is done by volunteers. The board it's all volunteer, and they're required to donate as well.
So. I was going to ask, since you are putting so much money into research, does that mean that you're living in poverty level? Are you doing okay? Are they taking care of you?
I am not. I'm doing okay. Luckily, I just retired from the military, so I have a retirement coming in, so I'm able to survive.
Very good. Yeah. What sort of fundraising happens specifically locally?
Locally. So locally here, we have two big events coming up this year. Our big event everywhere, and it's nationally, is our March for Babies. March of Dimes is the organization that originated the fundraising walks that you see from all the other nonprofits.
Oh,
March
you guys were first?
Yes, we actually
Give it up
first.
for that.
Yeah, so we actually started that. So this year's event is going to be May 19th at North Domingo Baca Park in the northeast part of Albuquerque. If you want information on that, you can go to marchofdimes.org, March for Babies. You can sign up, set up a team. All that information's there. So that's our biggest event. Our second event is our signature chef auction. That's an awesome event that we sell tickets for. This one we usually have the top chefs in Albuquerque come to the event, and you get to sample basically all their food.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. In addition, we have a lot of auction items that we sell, jewelry, things like that.
Yeah.
And the main thing that we auction off are actually chefs come to your home or to your event, and we auction off, say, a chef will auction off, I will feed 10 people at your home, a full course meal. Yeah. So those are awesome.
Tell me, when are you guys going to upgrade from the March of Dimes to the March of Quarters? It feels like, with inflation, recession. Are you guys behind the times with the dimes?
I think we are behind there. We'd probably have to go, I would say Bitcoin, but that's kind of far
I think you
off
should
as well.
just go March of Franklin's.
Yeah.
Like put it down.
But then we have to start the whole explanation of what we do, and they might think it's a whole new organization. But
yeah,
I think that's the issue.
That's fair. Yeah. So tell me, when people sign up for these walks, because we need to get people involved, what exactly goes into that? So if I register for the March of Babies, what exactly does that entail?
So what that entails is you'll go online, and they'll usually just want a team captain. And then from that, you set up the team, and you could have friends and family sign up and join on your team. From there, it's real easy because they actually have applications for your phone. You can use Facebook, social media, and actually emails to send to people to donate. So they've done everything to where it's all on the internet. You can take cash donations as well, but it's so easy. I mean, I usually use Facebook or whatever and just send the invites to people and have them donate. But that's how it is. And then from that site in your team, you can manage it as a team captain to send information out and updates to your team.
Through your work with the organization, have you met anybody who has been personally affected by the research? Do you have any short stories that you could share regarding that?
Yes, I've met many people with the stories, and at the March for Babies event, we'll actually we'll highlight some of their stories, and we actually have an area to where people who've had loss can actually go there and reflect on what happened to their child.
Yeah.
But what I will say is I've met many people. I have not been personally affected myself, but what I tell people is it doesn't matter if you're affected yourself. We know a friend, we know a coworker, and even if you haven't been affected, you don't know that. We've all been affected because we're healthy. The research that March of Dimes has done has helped you as an individual. So
that's amazing. All right, thank you so much for coming on as a guest. Guys, make sure you please stay tuned. Make sure you go to marchfordimes.org to find out more information, and stay tuned.
Would you like to advertise your business on the New Mexican Inquisition? Well, just contact us on our website at NMINQ.com.
Welcome back to the New Mexican Inquisition. I'm so excited to present to you your guest performers of the night. We have Sadie Adair and Lorena Martinez Burr from the Desert Darlings Bellydancers. That's right, give it on up.
Çeneni de al de, kızını bırak git, kalk git, kalk git. Koca karı kalk git, çeneni de al de, kızını bırak git, bas git, bas git. Hele 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 bak güzele, tellelele bak güzele, bak güzele, bak güzele. Hele 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 helal kadere, hele 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 bak güzele, tellelele.
Give it up for the Desert Darlings. Desert Darlings Bellydancers. That was amazing. Oh my God. Make sure you stay tuned because we're going to get those ladies on this couch and we're going to talk to them. Figure out what's up. Stay tuned.
Would you like to advertise your business on the New Mexican Inquisition? Well, just contact us on our website at NMINQ.com.
Welcome back to the New Mexican Inquisition. I am here with Harold Pope Jr., Sadie Adair, and Lorena Martinez Burr. Burr. It's getting cold in here. Guys, that was so amazing. Give it up again for the Desert Darlings Bellydancers. That was, okay, so not only did you dance well, perform well, you balanced things on your head while doing it.
Yeah. Thank you.
I can't even walk down my stairs like without tripping. So that was really impressive. Thanks again for being on. I just wanted to tell everybody a quick little anecdote story about us. We used to live in the same apartment complex, and I saw you leaving in a giant headdress, amazing costume. I was getting ready to go to a comedy show, and I promised you that I would come see you perform sometime, and I really wanted to. And I'm so glad that we finally got to art share together and see each other do our things.
Yay!
And really, that's what this whole thing is all about, is showcasing Albuquerque and New Mexico talent. So thank you again. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your company. I understand that you guys not only perform, but you also teach classes as well.
Yes, so we have a studio called Seed and a World Dance Studio. It's in the Heights. We teach all ages from like 5 years old to like 90 years old, like seriously.
Yes.
So a really wide range. It's great for all body types. So there is no perfect body for belly dance, which is why I love it. Anyone can do it. Super low impact. So yeah, we both teach.
That's very cool. How long have you been dancing, each of you?
I've been dancing for about 8 years now.
About the same, yeah.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
Very cool. How long have you been dancing, Harold?
I'm trying to get into it. I have the belly right now, so
Very good,
I'll look
yeah.
into it.
Yeah. So not only are you guys fantastic performers, but we found out, ironically enough, that you're amazing improvisers as well, because when we, you guys didn't get to see this yet, but we accidentally played the wrong music to start, and you guys just went for it.
Well, it really sounded like intro music for a show, so I thought that any second our music was gonna start. That's why I didn't do anything, like laugh.
We were just waiting. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
You just rolled with it.
I knew that our music was gonna start eventually.
Hopeful. She's optimistic. I was like,
You were back there just like, what is this? What is this?
Well, this stuff happens to us all the time.
all the time.
So we're kind of prepared. Like we just go to perform and we're like, anything could happen.
Yeah.
So, and it does.
Harold, does that ever happen to you? You're about to, maybe go talk about March of Dimes, and somebody like maybe brings you up as like, and here's the President of the United Way.
Not yet, not yet.
Not yet? Okay, well, you could learn a thing from
gonna
these
try.
ladies. Do you ladies know what the Kinsey scale is? Yeah, it's well, I was over here kind of more towards liking only men's side, and then I watched your performance, and I'm sure you get this a lot as belly dancers. It's kind of a sexual dance. I kind of moved a little to the lady side.
We're honored.
So,
Yeah.
you know where to find me at NMINQ if you want to talk.
Yeah, we know where to find you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know where you live.
You do, and so does your dog.
We weren't going to talk about this.
We weren't going to talk about it. Her dog attacked my dog.
And I apologized deeply. And
She
I
apologized profusely.
And I gave her a screaming warning as my dog ran towards her dog. I said, pick up your dog!
Good times. You
was
know
really
what
fun.
else are good times? Tell me about your shows coming up.
Good. We're producing a show at Hotel Andaluz called Night on the Nile, and we're excited about it because we do a lot of fusion style, but this is going to be very much like inspired by what's happening like in Egypt right now, and also sort of like
Classical, more.
so yeah, we're gonna have
Golden
live
era.
music, so you can get tickets at thedesertdarlings.com.
Thedesertdarlings.com.
Yes.
Okay, with one S in desert, because you're not the Desert Darlings.
Right.
Which is very correct. Thank you all so much for coming on. Thank you again, Harold Pope Jr. You are amazing. Everybody make sure you go to marchofdimes.org and make sure you go to thedesertdarlings.com. Thank you so much for being on. This was an amazing show. Once again, come back next week. We'll have more amazing show for you. Give it up for our amazing guests.